What's up, YouTube? It's been a minute since I've posted anything. I've been extremely busy with work and with life in general. Lizzie and I went up to Virginia because, as y'all may know, we moved down here to Savannah, Georgia, our new home. I love it down here because she's going to SCAD. But we went up to Virginia a couple weeks ago. And while we were up there visiting everybody at Busch Gardens and her family, I proposed. And of course she said yes. So Lizzie and I are getting married. I'm very excited for that next chapter in our life. Very, very excited. A lot of people are very happy for us. And while I was up there, as you can tell in the background, I got a headache rack put on the truck. And some toolboxes I got from my dad. He wasn't using them no more, and because of the line of work I'm currently in, I needed someone to put all my tools because I had everything in the back seat. I couldn't even see where my back seat was anymore, so I said enough's enough. I put all the tools in the back. Everything's good. I just can't carry like my table saws, my miter saws, stuff like that, but eventually when I get a trailer to carry all that stuff in, I'll be good to go. I've also been looking at another line of work I've been interested in doing. Whether that works out, I don't know. If it don't, oh well. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. So I guess we'll find out what happens with that. But just been busy. Been doing trash outs. Been doing some cabinet doors. I got some trim I got to do here in the next week or so, maybe. Depends on what job they put me on. Just anything and everything in between. I usually do. I like my line of work, but after a while it gets a little old. I've been doing this kind of work for 10 years. I was in industrial concrete work for a while. I learned how to tie rebar, worked with rebar, poured a lot of concrete. It was a lot of hard work. I learned a lot from the industrial side of things. But I've mainly just been residential most of my career in construction, doing bathrooms, kitchens. I've done subfloors. I was working for my father. We would do hardwood floors, snap click flooring, remodel whole houses for clients of ours. Even just, doing small stuff. One of the clients my dad has, they were moving from one house to another, so instead of paying for a moving truck, at the time my dad had this huge international box truck. We use my dump trailer and my pickup truck now, and we moved them to the other side of town, into a house that they bought. And I tell you what, it was actually a lot of fun doing stuff like that. Do I miss it? Yeah, in a lot of ways. But in a lot of ways, I'm trying to get out of doing stuff like this because, me being hard-headed, I've kind of destroyed my body doing this work. But everybody I've talked to, even when they're doing things the smart way, they're tearing their bodies apart in this line of work too. So I mean, it's not easy work. No matter what you do, it's like you'll destroy yourself in this kind of work. Everybody I know has always been broken down, had shoulder surgeries, knee surgeries, whatever. And they're still in it because they love doing it. I love doing it too. The way I am, I like going out and doing different things. But like I said, with this next career that I'm looking at, if it works out, great. If not, it wasn't meant to be. But in this video, it's not going to be too much longer, but as soon as I pull up in my driveway here, I want to show y'all what I did to the truck not too long ago. It's actually pretty, I'm actually kind of glad I got these boxes put on. Now I can carry everything that I need for basic stuff that I've been doing lately. If I do anything hardcore work wise, I'll load up the big tools that I need, and have them on there for the next day, so I know I'm good to go. But my dad's helped me out getting this stuff. He also got a couple of pack outs in the back of the truck too, which really helped me out for some of my smaller stuff that I had, like my screwdrivers, pencils, markers, stuff like that. So that stuff comes in handy, and pretty soon, hopefully, if I can find a good deal on one, I'll be buying an enclosed trailer. So now I'll have 2 trailers after that. I'll have my 14-foot Griffin dump trailer. It's a 7x14. I love that damn thing. And then I'm trying to buy either just, a 6x10 enclosed trailer, or like a 7x14 tandem axle. Even if it's just a, little 12-foot trailer with one axle, I really don't care. I just need something to put all my tools in. So when I go to these jobs, or if I'm even doing a side job, I got all my tools with me at all times. I'm trying to avoid buying something too big, but because I don't always have all the room in the world to put all this equipment and stuff. But I think eventually that's all going to change. I love having tools. It keeps me busy, keeps me handy. There's some constantine in the middle of the road. One of my neighbors here has been doing concrete on their driveway. Been a lot of water main leaks here in the neighborhood lately. I'm very grateful, knock on wood, haven't had one in front of my house yet. So I'm very, very grateful for that. So just backing into my driveway here, I'll be showing you all my toolboxes. And I'll tell you what, I know I'm probably going to have some haters on here that will say, oh, why are you driving a Ford F-250, blah, blah, blah. You should be going with a Chevy or a Dodge or a Nissan or Toyota, blah, blah. To me, a truck's a truck right now. Eventually, yeah, do I want to go with a Chevy or a GMC? Sure, because that's the truck I prefer. But, to me, a truck's a truck. It's for work. I'm going to play with my truck a little bit too. I'm not going to, sissy my truck. But, it's made for work. I really don't give a shit. And yes, I'm wearing, a camouflage hat, wrong shades. I can't find my camo shades right now, so I'm going to get comments on that as well. But let me show you all my tool. So I got a WeatherTech one right here. It's not open right now, but I got a lot of my big stuff in here. And my dad had these on his 1500, but I put these ones on here. They're actually holding a lot of my paint materials, stuff like that. I left the back side of this open in case I decide I want to put something big back here. So now in my truck, all I got back here right now are 2 boxes of the trash bags. That goes in my big box. I just got to put that in there. Then I just got one of my pack outs right there. Very happy about the pack out system. I've got my circular saw, my angle grinder, stuff like that in that box. As y'all have seen from the previous video. And then when we come back here, of course you see my shop vac. I got a couple other things right here. I gotta get that to one of the guys I work with on Monday. But I got those 2 pack outs. I've got my squares, I've got pencils, markers, the whole 9. And It's working out good. My back rack works out perfect. I've always wanted to put one of those on there. My dad had it for his 2500 Silverado. Didn't work out well, so he gave it to me. Eventually, the ladder rack's coming off the truck, hopefully. And if I do decide to take all these boxes off eventually, I might end up putting a cap on here. So that way, if I wanted to go camping or something, I did. But what we did is I cut the two rails here on my ladder rack. So that way we integrated the ladder rack in with the headache rack. And what we also did, so that way the box wasn't sitting on top of it, we cut a notch out in the toolbox and we ran it inside. And then we bolted it all the way down, put the nuts on it, tightened it down. Looks good. But yeah, that's this new setup I got. Very happy with it. Like I said, the truck's making me money right now. There's some stuff I want to do to it, but I want to put some fender flares on it. I'm not going to lift it no more. I've got some aftermarket side steps I got for the truck. I just got to modify them to fit the truck. Do some other stuff to it. Currently, my Nitto Ridge scramblers were down to the wear mark, so I had to take those off the truck, and one tire ended up getting a bolt about that big in it from when I was doing trash runs last time. So as you can tell, I had to put the stock rims and tires back on there until I can find some different tires to put on, because tires are not cheap. But I'm trying to make my truck look good. And then I gotta do my 100,000 mile tune up to it, because I'm getting ready to come up on 100,000. I've got 96 on it right now. So I gotta get ready to do that. Shocks, struts, the most typical stuff that's got to be done to a truck for 100,000. All the fluids, stuff like that, spark plugs. And for people that don't know, on my truck, I've got the 6.2 liter V8 gas engine. There's 16 spark plugs on that truck. There's 8 on the top, and then there's 8 on the bottom of the engine. The only way you can do the spark plugs from the top of the engine, you got to take off your entire intake manifold just to do the top plugs. I figured that out because my brother used to be a mechanic, and he used to work on the 6.2s all the time and all the Fords. And I also had a shop look at it because at the time they were doing my air filters and stuff, and they asked me if I wanted to do the spark plugs that day. I said no, because they were going to charge me $930 because of how much time it takes to do that. So I'm waiting to do that myself. I'm pretty mechanically inclined myself, so I'll probably do the spark plugs. If I don't have the time or the patience, I'll just take it to the shop, have them do it. I'm just trying to get some money gathered up for that right now. But other than that, I've just been me. I'm trying to get back into doing videos every day. I'm trying to anyway. Like I said, life's just been busy. Just been me, trying to figure things out. And hopefully, the channel starts to get bigger and bigger and have more views, and I don't expect everybody to like my content. If you don't like it, hey, that's cool. I accept that. If you do, great. Glad to have you as a viewer. I'm still getting used to the whole YouTube content thing. But I'm going to try and start posting every day if I can. It's just when life gets busy, you just don't have time to stop, take a few minutes out of your day to be like, hey, this is what's going on, blah, 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 blah. So I'll do the best I can. But till next time, guys, talk to y'all later. Be safe. Have a great week, and stay warm.